Here we go. After a 500-pound black bear consumes a significant amount of cocaine and embarks on a drug-fueled rampage, and an eccentric gathering of cops, criminals, and tourists and teenagers assemble in a Georgia forest. Yeah, I read that great. That is what Google says about the movie Cocaine Bear. Now, if you don't know, now you know. For everything we do a one-sentence review. And since it's no longer Black History Month, Lisa, go ahead and start us off with your one-sentence review.
Yay. Cocaine Bear. What the F did I just watch? Let's do it again.
Jason, hit us.
This is a bearable amount of comedy, killing, and cocaine.
Nice.
I see what you did there. I gotta say, I gotta tell you, Joe Rogan, I smoke rocks. Let's start with the discussion on this insane movie that we watched. Go ahead, just start off. Lisa, go ahead and tell us what your thoughts are on this thing.
I just need y'all to know that I took my whole family to see this movie.
Damn right.
All right. That seems like a very
it was a family
PSA
event.
on why not to do cocaine.
The second those kids were like taking the knife and just like shoving. He's like, "How much cocaine should we do? I don't know, a tablespoon." And then just, like, sticks the whole thing in their mouth. I was like, "This movie is amazing." It's fun. It's ridiculous. It's good to see a movie that just like doesn't take itself too seriously, and based on actual events, but obviously that shit didn't happen, and it's all just completely one thing after another, completely ridiculous. I didn't know the guy who plays young Han Solo, I didn't know he was going to be in it, so that was a pleasant surprise. And for a minute I forgot that Ray Liotta was passed away, so I just got to enjoy seeing Ray Liotta like on TV in a movie playing a ridiculous character. And then later I was just like, did he die or am I in like the Mandela effect, where I'm remembering something? But no, it was fun. We had this discussion afterwards, like Carrie Russell and her kids kind of served nothing to the plot, but like still loved that they were there.
Time out. Carrie Russell can be in anything she want to be in, all right?
Okay. So my personal assistant agrees.
I don't care if she was in 10 seconds of Mission Impossible 3, and I loved every second of that movie. So she can be whatever she wants. She is fine still after Felicity is
A-okay. She is fucking gorgeous. Yes, she still looks great. Like, yeah, she's amazing. And then, when we had talked about, because we just talked about it, after the movie, and it was, they were there as an important part to show like the son, Ray Liotta's son, saying like, hey, family's important. Like you're so fucking gone off of this money. Like you're literally endangering kids, and you left my son. You left your grandson in St. Louis by himself over the TV, like all this stuff. So yeah, no, it was so fun, so ridiculous, so fun.
The funny part was like, no, you left it with me.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, it's your fault.
This is not my fault. It's your fault. Jason, what are your thoughts on this crazy ass movie that you forced us to watch?
Oh, well, please. You guys should be thanking me for this one. Now, when we get to our next review, you probably won't thank me. But for this one, look, man, it is what they promote. But I will say this, and I'll start with the bad stuff. It is a little too much fake ass backstorying, as I call it, backstorying. Like they want to give us like these little things to make us feel for these people that we just really want to see get slaughtered. So I'm always in a firm belief in horror movies where you just go completely terrible, despicable people, or you do people that you actually really rock with, but you still want them to get beat and get killed in creative ways. This one tries to like teeter the line between the two, and I feel like it didn't do it. So I didn't need anything about the mother searching for a daughter. Whatever. I needed the drug dealer people because that makes sense because that's how it started. I didn't need nothing about the park rangers. I didn't need none of that stuff, but it did have some good endings on it. But so I enjoyed it. I will tell people the bear is not in it as much as you would think it is in there, which would kind of shock me because I feel like the premise was just very straightforward. Put the snakes on a plane, give the bear cocaine. Very easy premises just to go straight forward.
And just watch what happens from
right.
there.
But it's funny. It is very entertaining. It's short, which is great because it's refreshing to see a movie that doesn't take 2.5 hours to tell a story that doesn't need that. So no, again, I was here for it, man. Like I said, the only complaint I have is just a tad too many humans, as in like learning about them. But other than that, man, it kills the creative. It's funny. My man even said his famous line, "Shit." So I was happy, shout out to The Wire.
Look, I think Snow Cone, O'Shea Jackson Jr. is like, that kid's going places. I think
he's so funny. He's so funny.
He is going places that his father could never have dreamed of, even though his dad's played a cop for like 40 years. This movie is hilarious. It is crazy. Just not even non sequitur, because everything kind of follows like some sort of logic to it. So it's not just like, oh, straight silliness. No, there's a bear on cocaine and he's doing cocaine bear shit. Like that's everything from attacking people to lying on his belly and just passing out. It's just like, okay, that makes sense because the bear is on drugs.
Yeah.
Little poor Henry, I enjoyed him the most.
Me too.
He provided a lot of the, even though like a lot of the, you could say the kids were useless. They were there to anchor this in some heart or whatever. But like Henry was precious. I enjoyed him. He just his bravado about knowing, I do cocaine. I do it after church.
Right.
Right. And him trying to impress this girl that he obviously has a crush on, skipping school with her and stuff, but only wants snacks.
Yeah. I'm so tired.
Like that kid. And normally I hate child actors. I think they're terrible, but that kid played his part to a T.
Yeah.
And all the surrounding players of this, the YouTube TikTok guy that does the crazy customer service videos. I don't know if y'all ever see this. He's like, you should leave a tip. You should leave 25%. He's always, he was in this, and I was like, oh, that's the guy from the thing I watched. And he died horribly. It was great. And a lot of these kills are just fun and imaginative, and it's a silly movie, but it's great to see a silly movie that says it's going to be a silly movie from the outset, and you don't have any high expectations. Don't come in this thinking this is going to be, Hamlet, but it's going to be a fun time. Probably don't bring your babies. I heard like some toddlers in my theater, like they shouldn't be in here. But your teenage children, there's nothing there that they haven't seen in public school.
Like it was so Jesse Tyler Ferguson, his death was, I think, my favorite. He's the guy who was like the park rangers, like
the guy.
That was so funny. It's like bears can't climb trees. Of course they can.
Why'd you climb a tree?
Right.
I love the park ranger. I thought she was hilarious. Her trying to attract this man who's obviously not into her.
Yeah.
And then being so angry that this lady's come to look for her kids. And then escape the bear, not escape the bear. She's just a bumbling idiot. Which is funny because I think a lot of these, I don't know who produced this movie, but they must have been somewhat tied to The Americans, the TV show from FX, because Carrie Russell was in it. That lady who was a park ranger was their handler in Americans. And the dude that jumps out of the plane, that's I can't remember the actor's name, but he was the main dude in Americans. So I was like, either they got the same agent or they made friends be in my movie.
And it was directed by Elizabeth Banks too.
It was.
She's got, She's always had a comic timing to her, so I think that her skills as an actress has led her definitely to behind the director's chair here, especially with this movie. It's hilarious.
I'm surprised like those kids didn't die for as much cocaine they took.
I know
they ingested so much
kids should have
cocaine.
died. Yeah, those
killed.
Yeah,
I'm surprised
kind
the
of
bear could
waiting
catch
for
any
it.
of them with that much cocaine in the system.
I think because they ingested it rather than snorted it, I don't know anything about how to do cocaine, by the way. Have no experience in it. But I think if you ingest it, it's different sort of feel than if you snort it. I'm just guessing, by the way. I don't really know for sure.
Okay, but like I really don't know for sure. Like I really never tried it. So when I saw them take that whole like spoonful and eat it, I was just like, surely they're about to die. Like surely we're about to watch these kids die. All because these stupid brats wouldn't listen to their parents.
And here's like, also the thing too with that. This is not street cocaine that you would buy from your dealer. No. This is pure uncut. Colombian white.
Yeah.
Straight off Colombia. They should have died.
Yes.
They're going to be so disappointed when they get older and in college frat house. And
it's like, this is nothing like the stuff I had as a child. What is this? What is this cut with? Baking soda?
Right.
Yeah. Also, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jason.
No. You by all means, go ahead.
I just love how what's his name? You called him. What did you call him? Ice cream? What?
Snow cone.
Snow cone.
Is he smelling ice?
Okay. He literally lost 2 fingers and he's complaining about his jersey. He's like, oh man. He's like wrapping his hand with it. He's like, my jersey. Like probably.
Also,
amazing.
Speaking of a satisfying racial moment is when he gets jumped by the 3 teenagers in the bathroom and he completely beats their asses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they were so confident coming in there thinking they're gonna, and he's just like, I work for the mob, man. Like, come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Alden Ehrenhardt's character is like, go get the gun. He's like, I don't think this is a gun type situation. Like, go get the gun.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's either. Oh, it's a laugh riot, guys. It's probably one of those. It's
so fun. It's so ridiculous. It's fun. And like, before we saw the movie, because Logan didn't really want to see it, and he was just like, I just want you to know that the bear ingested cocaine and it died 10 minutes later. So like you're talking about a black bear who just like died. And I was like, okay, relax. Like
I'm sorry that black bear died, Logan.
Also, too, I don't think anybody was like, oh, this is based on a true story. I gotta go see it now. Like nobody, again, at least nobody I knew was like, oh, it's based on a true story. Oh, I gotta check this.
The story, the real story basically is guy falls on the airplane and dies with cocaine. Bear eats cocaine and dies. They find the cocaine. End of story. Like,
right.
Right. Yeah. Now, but he still enjoyed it. He's like, oh yeah, I'm so like he loved it. It's great. It's good for all ages.
I gotta ding this. I gotta ding this for one thing. They say they're in Blood Mountain in North Georgia. This shit was shot in New Zealand. Pisses me the fuck off.
Why? Like literally everything's shot in Georgia, except for the movie that takes place in Georgia.
You flew them halfway across the world.
It didn't make sense.
You got to shot this for half the price, for the price of the plane tickets. In Georgia.
That's what you're dinging this on? Oh,
yes.
Man,
Look, I'm sorry.
All right. Fair enough.
Unfortunately, from what my father says, I am a Georgian boy, and I need my representation on screen. If you're gonna say it's Georgia, it better be freaking Georgia.
Especially since we're filming like the majority of the stuff these days. Like, so it's fine. It is what it
is. 1 to 5.
On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the best thing or the worst thing you've ever seen, and 5 being the best. Also, Ron, These numbers do not correlate with one another.
I hate that you put a disclaimer on here now that he has you guys so shook that someone's going to
He
question
lives
you in
rent
the
free
street.
in our
You're
head.
like,
In my head,
"Oh."
rent free. He's got a nice pallet there. It's got posters on the wall. Just lives there, and I don't charge him nothing. Lisa, what would you give this movie? 1 to 5.
It's a 5. It's so fun. It is a 5.
Jason, how about you?
I'm gonna give it a 3. If you're not into this, you're not gonna be into it. So I'm into it. So I'm here for it. But if you're not into it, it's an easy. You'll be upset if you refer to certain people. They'll be like, "Why did you tell me to watch this shit?" So I'm gonna give it a 3. But I enjoyed every moment of it. It was great. I had a great time.
Irvin doesn't agree with you. It's goated.
I listened to his review earlier today. So yes.
I'm going to go with Lisa and give it a 5 out of 5. Like everything out of this was so much fun. We would have the graphic here of applauding, but someone boo this dude, boo him. No one's here to boo.
Acknowledge me.
Boo him. Throw stuff at him.
Thanks for showing up, guys. Sorry it was a little crazy tonight, and yeah, don't waste your time with Slayers. It's literally just trash. So.
Well, thanks everybody for joining us once again. We appreciate you coming out here. Please be kind to one another and be considerate, and tip your servers and bartenders at least 20%, if not more, if you can afford it. And if you see Jaron, it's almost St. Patty's Day, which is like his Christmas. So get your Irish friends a gift for St. Patty's Day. They love that shit.
This feels like
I thought you were going somewhere. Like, give him like the knuckles or something.
Yeah, give him like his mother gave him a kiss in the chin with your fist. The old Irish chin kiss. Wow.